Caesar Jacks.
And this is Ethel Jacks.
Just wanted to tell you how we came to be. Well, go ahead, Ethel. You're always running that mouth.
And it started with the Bickersons, which were...
Me, Caesar Jacks. Which actually is the Bickersons. It's an old radio show from the 50s. And I used to listen to it when I was a kid on an AM station close to home. And that's how I've always remembered it. I loved it. It was, who was in it? Francis Langford and...
Don someone?
Don Amici.
Yeah, Don Amici.
They were the two characters, and I know you guys know who Don Amici is. But I've always loved it, and I had told Donna about it when we were talking about doing something for the show. And I said, we should do that. Well, after she read a couple scripts, we had talked about it, and I said that I had an email that was for Caesar Jacks, which I had made up, because I have another page on Facebook, which is where people can write stories. And what it was is somebody would write a paragraph or a line, then the next person would come along and add to the story, and so on and so on. Well, needless to say, that didn't work out so well. It kind of fell apart. I still have the page, but nobody, I had a couple local people from TV stations and stuff add to it, and then it all kind of just fell apart, and so it's really nothing. I thought it was a great idea at the time.
But Francis Langford and Don Amici, they played, John and Blanche Bickerson
Yes.
in the Bickersons. So we decided we wanted to act them out ourselves. And there was just like a few scripts available. So I started writing Caesar Jacks.
That's the wrong Caesar, Ethel.
Wrong Caesar. So I started writing some of the scripts. So some scripts are mine, some scripts are the original Bickersons. So here's how it started. Here's a little Bickerson.
Tip the goddamn camera back so they can see.
So when he shuts up just for 2 minutes, quit snoring, Caesar.
Shut up, Ethel.
When what we'll do is we will post a little video with this of the Bickersons on stage. They are so cool. You will piss yourselves laughing.
And we are so much, John and Blanche. It's not even funny. But,
Yeah, you snore for fucking
and,
England.
we have 20-some shows that we did that are all on Facebook. And as you listen to them, you hear us progress from just basically her and I doing our regular voices, and little by little, we start to fall into the character over a period of time. And that's where, she does the, make me scream.
Make me scream now!
Ah, shut up, you old hag. Go put your face on before you scare somebody.
I need to sort my shower hair. Look at my shower hair. Anyway,
So that's basically where it came from. It all just started on a whim, pretty much.
and then we started...
Stop bending the damn camera.
And then we started adding different characters, and then we ended up doing different characters' voices.
Because we use the actual scripts. They're still online. So we needed characters and things. So, I do the voices of Mr. Fuck, and which is actually a Chinese name. It's Fook, but we do it that way.
Fuck.
Oh, Miss Ali Ho Fook. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Jacks. And Donna does the lady at the desk at the hotel.
Yes, madam. No, madam.
So we do all, and I do her. What's your brother's name?
Barney. No.
Ethel's brother's name is Barney. So it's he sounds like, hey there, Caesar, old buddy, how are you? So we just added all that stuff.
He sounds like Bodog.
Sorry, Bodog. No embarrassment meant. But if you go listen to some of the things, you'll hear what we do, and we just love them. I mean, nobody really took notice of them, I guess. But
the real life Caesar Jacks.
That's right. But a lot of that stuff is just so outdated. Nobody listens to those radio shows anymore, and we just love the death out of that stuff. And we have so much. I cannot tell you how much we laughed like crazy, right? How crazy we were doing these things.
We
oh my
laughed
God!
Our tits off.
If you could hear the outtakes, they're funnier than the stories are.
I think it's episode number 11. I think of our Caesar and Ethel Jacks is just like the outtakes, and some of the stuff you'll hear us pissing ourselves laughing forever.
But that's basically where it came from. It was just I had a little bit of this, and she definitely was all for it when she heard about it, and we just ended up putting it together. And little by little, they developed. And
make me scream!
Oh, shut up!
Make me scream now!
Go put your face on before you scare somebody. Come on, Ethel. We're done with this video. We're getting out of this one-horse town.
And I'm going to comb my shower hair. Ciao for now!
Ladies and gentlemen, Don Amici and Francis Langford in Philip Rapp's creation, The Bickersons.
Every morning it's the same. Rush, rush, rush. Get up at 7, make breakfast for you. Then clear the things away, straighten the house, make the beds, do the shopping, do the laundry. Why can't I have a maid, John? John. Well, why don't you answer me, John? You take your head out of that paper for a minute, you hear what I'm saying.
Always hear what you're saying, Blanche.
You do not. Might as well be talking to a stone wall. Your mind is always a million miles away. John. I've been signed to go 15 rounds with Floyd Patterson at the Madison Square Garden. Yesterday, the plumber found a Russian spy under the bathroom sink. I put a nice big gob of poison in your juice this morning. Give me $7 to buy a new hat.
You don't need a new hat.
It's a funny thing. The minute I mention money, you hear me fine.
I always hear you, Blanche. What did you say?
I said, why can't I have a maid?
You had a maid.
Yes, but how long was she with us?
She was never with us. She was against us from the start.
I didn't like her anyway. She never swept behind the door.
She did, too. She swept everything behind the door. The house was like a pigsty. Now, don't slow me down, Blanche. I gotta get out of here.
Well, what about your breakfast?
What about it?
It's sitting right in front of you, and you never even looked at it.
I looked at it. I don't want to eat it, Blanche.
What's the matter with it?
I never saw such stringy oatmeal in my life.
That's not oatmeal. It's chow mein.
Chow mein? Who eats chow mein for breakfast?
Well, I don't know what to give you. You won't eat normal breakfast food. You turn up your nose at stewed rabbit. You say you can't stand the sight of enchiladas. And you hate meatballs and spaghetti. What can I give you for breakfast?
What's the matter with an egg, Blanche? An egg, that's all. Why can't I have an egg? There's plenty of ducks walking around.
You're the only man in town who eats duck eggs. I don't know where to buy them.
Don't buy them. I don't like to eat breakfast. I never have an appetite in the morning anyway. Where's my hat?
In the icebox.
Where's my lunch?
In your hat.
Very funny.
John Bickerson, what was that cat doing in the icebox?
Well, no, I could have sworn I put him out last night. Don't look at me like that. Maybe he crawled up the drain pipe. Anyway, he ate all my lunch.
Then you better sit down and finish your chow mein.
Blanche, I tell you, I don't want that stuff.
Well, what'll I do with it?
Give it to the cat.
You hate that cat, don't you?
I don't hate anybody. That's the mail. Get it, will you, Blanche?
I have to do everything around here. Eat your chow mein.
Chow mein for breakfast. Come here, Cap. Here. Here's a nice dish of food for you. Here. Go ahead, eat it. Don't let any get on the floor. Eat it. Go on, eat it. Don't bury it in your sandbox. Let me have that plate. Any mail, Blanche?
Bills, bills, bills. What's this package from Kentucky, John? Why, it's a pint of bourbon.
Give me that. That's my dividend. I belong to the Bottle of the Month Club.
You and that bourbon. No wonder we never have any money. What are you going to do with it, John?
I'm going to hide it in a safe place. Wish you'd put a light in this bathroom. Kill that cat! Oh, my bourbon!
Did it break?
My shirt is all wet. I hope it's blood.
Well, get up off your knees and stop licking the floor.
Now, what do I do for a shirt?
Wear the one I made for you. It's a lovely shirt.
It isn't lovely and I won't wear it. Hasn't even got a shirt tail.
You don't need a shirt tail. Just wear your pants higher.
I can't wear them any higher. I wear my pants so high now I have to unzip them to blow my nose.
Well, I'll buy you a new shirt today. You can wear it at the wedding.
What wedding?
Now, here's the invitation. My cousin Eunice is getting married.
Eunice?
Uncle Raffy's daughter.
Uncle Raffy? Is that the one with no forehead who walks on his knuckles?
He does not walk on his knuckles. He just has very long arms. He used to be a taffy puller.
I'm not going to any broken-down wedding of your cheap relatives.
Uncle Raffy's not cheap. He's a very wealthy man now, and he's invited all the guests to go on a cruise after the ceremony.
A cruise?
What'll we get them for a present, John?
Forget the present and forget the wedding. I'm not going, boat or no boat. Goodbye, Blanche. I gotta get to the office.
Now, wait a minute. What's your rush this morning? You're not that vital, you know.
I know it, but I don't want him to find out down at the office. My type of job isn't so easy to come by these days.
Well, I wish you'd find something more dignified anyway.
What do you mean dignified? I'm getting paid. That's all I care about.
Well, I don't like to go around telling people I'm married to a billiard ball salesman.
Bowling balls.
All right, bowling balls. I still think you could do better if you looked around.
Goodbye, Blanche.
John?
What's the matter?
That's a fine way to leave. Haven't you forgotten something?
Handkerchiefs, cigarettes, order blanks, samples. No, I got everything.
I mean, is that the way a man says goodbye to his wife? Just goodbye?
Oh, honey, I can't shake hands with you now. I got my fingers stuck in these bowling balls.
Ah, goodbye.